The year is 1816, a year that would be remembered for its darkness and despair. A shroud of darkness has fallen over the world. The skies, once bright and blue, are now perpetually overcast, casting a gloomy pall over the land. The sun, a distant memory, struggles to penetrate the perpetual twilight. Its feeble rays barely make it through the thick, oppressive clouds that blanket the earth. A chill wind whispers through skeletal trees, their branches bare, stripped of life by an unyielding frost. The once vibrant forests now stand as ghostly reminders of a world that was. Fields lie barren, crops withered and dead. The lifeblood of communities, these fields now offer nothing but despair and hunger. The air, thick with the stench of decay, carries a chilling premonition of the famine to come. The once fertile lands are now desolate, unable to sustain life. The earth, once teeming with life, now stands silent, a testament to the devastating power of nature's fury. The silence is deafening, a stark contrast to the bustling life that once thrived here. The culprit? A volcano on the other side of the world. Its eruption sent shockwaves across the globe, altering the very fabric of the environment. Mount Tambora, on the island of Sumbawa in the Dutch East Indies, had erupted a year earlier, in 1815. This cataclysmic event unleashed a torrent of ash and gas into the atmosphere. This eruption, the most powerful volcanic eruption in recorded history, would plunge the world into a volcanic winter, forever altering the course of history. The ash cloud spread far and wide, blocking out the sun and causing temperatures to plummet. The world was cast into a prolonged period of cold and darkness, a true testament to the raw power of nature. The eruption of Mount Tambora was an event of unimaginable violence. It was one of the most powerful volcanic events in recorded history, leaving an indelible mark on the world. On the 5th of April, 1815, the mountain roared to life. The ground trembled, and the air was filled with the ominous rumble of the awakening giant. The initial blast was heard thousands of miles away, a testament to the sheer force of the eruption. It was as if the earth itself was crying out in agony. A sound like thunder from a clear sky. People and animals alike were startled, looking up in confusion and fear. Over the next few days, the eruption intensified, growing more violent with each passing hour. The night sky was illuminated by the fiery glow of the volcano, spewing forth a towering column of ash and rock that reached high into the atmosphere. The plume was so massive that it could be seen from hundreds of miles away. The ash, carried by the winds, spread across the globe, blotting out the sun. Days turned into nights, and the world was plunged into darkness. The sheer scale of the eruption was staggering. Entire landscapes were buried under a thick layer of ash, and the environment was left devastated. It is estimated that Tambora ejected over 50 cubic miles of material into the atmosphere, a volume so vast it defies comprehension. More than 10 times the amount ejected by the eruption of Mount Vesuvius in 79 AD. The comparison highlights the unprecedented magnitude of Tambora's fury. The immediate aftermath of the eruption was catastrophic for the people living in the shadow of Tambora. Thousands were killed by pyroclastic flows, superheated gas and ash that raced down the mountain's slopes. The eruption triggered tsunamis that devastated coastal communities. But the worst was yet to come. The massive amount of volcanic ash and gases injected into the atmosphere had a profound impact on the global climate. The ash and sulfur dioxide formed a veil around the Earth, reflecting sunlight back into space and causing global temperatures to plummet. The year 1816 became known as the year without a summer. The summer of 1816 was cold and wet across Europe and North America. Frosts destroyed crops in the fields. Food shortages were widespread, leading to social unrest and even riots. The unusual weather patterns had a profound impact on everything from agriculture to art. The dreary weather is said to have inspired Mary Shelley to write her Gothic masterpiece, Frankenstein, during a stay in Switzerland with Lord Byron. The cold and gloom that summer also influenced the paintings of J.M.W. Turner, whose landscapes often featured dramatic skies and fiery sunsets, a reflection of the volcanic aerosols in the atmosphere. Section 5. Lessons from Tambora's ashes. The eruption of Mount Tambora serves as a stark reminder of the interconnectedness of our planet and the potential for natural disasters to have global consequences. It brought about the year without a summer, a period of widespread famine, disease, and social unrest. But it also led to scientific inquiry and innovation. The eruption sparked the first scientific studies of volcanic eruptions and their impact on climate. Scientists began to understand the role of volcanic aerosols in reflecting sunlight and cooling the planet. The event laid the groundwork for modern climate science and our understanding of how volcanic eruptions can influence global weather patterns. Section 6. The Year Without a Summer. A catalyst for change. The year without a summer also had a significant impact on technological development. The widespread crop failures and economic hardship spurred innovation in agriculture. New farming techniques and crop varieties were developed to cope with the changing climate. The need for alternative modes of transportation during the horse shortages following the Tambora eruption also contributed to the development of the bicycle. The eruption, though devastating in its immediate impact, ultimately led to positive changes in human ingenuity and resilience. Section 7. The Future of Our Climate. A Shared Responsibility. The eruption of Mount Tambora, though a historical event, holds important lessons for us today. We live in an era of increasing climate variability driven by human activities. While the scale of Tambora's eruption was exceptional, the underlying message is clear. Changes in the Earth's climate system can have far-reaching and unpredictable consequences. Just as the people of 1816 had to adapt to the challenges of a volcanic winter, we too must prepare for the impacts of climate change. This includes investing in climate-resilient infrastructure, developing sustainable agricultural practices, and reducing our reliance on fossil fuels. Section 8. The Importance of Climate Resilience. The story of Tambora is not just a tale of destruction, but also a testament to human resilience. In 1815, the eruption of Mount Tambora in Indonesia was one of the most powerful in recorded history. It led to the year without a summer, causing widespread crop failures and food shortages across the northern hemisphere. Yet, communities found ways to adapt and survive. It is a reminder that even in the face of global challenges, humanity can adapt, innovate, and overcome. The resilience shown by those affected by Tambora's eruption is mirrored today in communities facing the impacts of climate change, from rising sea levels to more frequent and severe weather events. The challenges are immense, but so is our capacity to respond. The key lies in understanding the risks we face and taking proactive steps to mitigate them. Scientists and researchers are working tirelessly to predict future climate scenarios and develop strategies to protect vulnerable populations. Community meetings and local initiatives are crucial in spreading awareness and preparing for potential disasters. We must learn from the past and apply its lessons to the present. Historical events like the Tambora eruption provide valuable insights into how societies can cope with and recover from catastrophic events. Modern-day efforts in climate resilience are built on this foundation of knowledge and experience. By understanding the interconnectedness of our planet and the potential consequences of our actions, we can work towards a more sustainable and resilient future. Sustainable projects and initiatives that focus on preserving ecosystems and reducing carbon footprints are essential in this endeavour. The legacy of Tambora should serve as a call to action, urging us to address the climate crisis with the urgency and seriousness it deserves. Activists and climate advocates are raising their voices, demanding policy changes and immediate action to combat climate change. It is a collective effort that requires participation from all sectors of society. Section 9. Preparing for the echoes of Tambora. The eruption of Mount Tambora serves as a stark reminder of the power of nature and the fragility of human civilization. It highlights the importance of scientific understanding, technological innovation, and global cooperation in addressing the challenges posed by a changing climate. As we navigate an uncertain future, the lessons of Tambora resonate more strongly than ever. By heeding these lessons, we can strive to create a more resilient and sustainable world for generations to come. The echoes of Tambora remind us that the choices we make today will determine the course of our future.